What's up guys, Mr. Mark here, back again with yet another video on the channel. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm doing a game review video. I've never done one of these ever before. I just played a game recently that I feel deserves this type of video. It's none other than Night in the Woods, made by Finji. Now about a week ago, I asked all you guys over on the community tab if I should make a video on Night in the Woods, which is, it looks like I'm doing it right now. So a lot of you want it, but also a big percentage of you said you had no clue what Night in the Woods was. So I'm here also to bring that to light today. And guys, as always, before you watch today's video, make sure to go down, hit like, hit subscribe. I make a new video every single week. Although I don't know how much videos I'm going to be making with Night in the Woods. It just depends on how much you guys like this video. But enough talk, let's get into today's video.
Did somebody order bacon?
Before we go on, I think I know what a lot of you are probably thinking. Mr. Mario, why are you making a Night in the Woods video if you're such a big Mario fan? Well, I was just online recently and I just seen in my recommended Jacksepticeye playing Night in the Woods popped up. And I have no idea why that popped up in my recommended. I still have no clue to this day. But I'm sure a lot of you guys know Jack. He's a great YouTuber. He's a great guy. Pretty funny. But after I watched his video, I was drawn into it. And I just decided to download it and see if I like it. Because until you try something, you don't know if you like it or hate it. But after a while playing it, I got pretty addicted to it. It's become like my second favorite game of all time. It's so good. The music is good. The characters are good. But that is pretty much why I'm making this video. I need to share this with you guys because it's such a great game. This video, I'm going to break into a bunch of different parts with different criteria about different parts of the game. So first off, let's start with the overall storyline. So personally, I think the story of Night in the Woods is really well thought out, and you can tell that all the producers and people that put hard work into this game worked their butts off to make sure that we'd enjoy it. And something I really liked about Night in the Woods is that there were so many mood swings, and every once in a while, the story would just dramatically change. One minute, you'd be living your happy life, living happily, oh, glee, joy, and then all of a sudden, something horrible would happen. Well, for example, whenever you finished helping Bee with her Harfest show and the old pickaxe, you were all saying bye, everyone was going back to their jobs, May was going home, and it was all just pleasant. It seemed like everything was going right. But then in the background, there was this kid on his cell phone, and some tall figure came in and choked him out and kidnapped him. I mean, that right there is a mood swing. And what was even better was that tall figure actually was pretty important in the storyline later on, but I'm not going to spoil it for anyone out there that hasn't played Night in the Woods, because after seeing this video, you might want to go and play it for yourself, who knows. But aside from that part, I just think that playing as May after she returns home after dropping out of college, there's something about her reliving all of her old memories in Possum Springs just is heartwarming. And it really makes you just want to dive deeper into May's past, especially since she has a lot of mixed emotions throughout the story. And when we're on the topic of May, throughout the story, you also learn a lot about her herself. For example, whenever you're walking along the street in Possum Springs, you meet up with a friend from school named Lori M. And she says that her mother told her not to talk to May, because apparently, whenever she was in grade school, she smacked a kid in the face with a bat over and over again because of a sudden outburst. And the reason that May writes down her experiences often in a journal is because doctors thought, because of her anger issues, it'd be better for her to learn from her experiences by writing that in a journal. So there's a lot of depth in the story behind the journal. Throughout the entire story, many different things happen, and you learn a lot about every single character. You learn about Greg, you learn about Angus, you learn about Bee, May, you learn about May's parents, everyone. There's just backstory behind it, almost every character in the game. Now, in Night in the Woods, along the storyline, you can actually find a good bit of these mini-games, as I like to call them. Well, a lot of them aren't really mini-games, they're just moving your little Joy-Con thing if you're playing on Switch, and it's just hitting a single button and moving it back. They're not really mini-games, but there's a heck of a lot of them in there. There's the one where you grab a slice of pizza at the Click Clack Diner. There's the one where you throw pierogies into Greg's mouth, which is pretty good. There's also the one where you squirt everyone in the mall when you're with Bee, with the giant fish. And then there's the one where, what was that one? Oh yeah, there's also the one where you grab donuts, which I guess is actually pretty similar to the pizza, so I don't know why it took me that long to think about it. But if I were to choose one minigame that was the best minigame in Night in the Woods, it'd have to be the band practice, 100%. And Night in the Wood players out there, you know exactly what I mean. And once again, non-Night in the Wood players out there, I'll explain. So in the band practice minigame, you basically have to hit certain buttons to play certain notes that are coming down in a string. It's sort of like Guitar Hero, if you ever played Guitar Hero. But I actually really like it. The music is banging. It is absolutely incredible music. The best that I can usually get on this band practice minigame is like a 50% or even lower. I never got above like 60 or 70% correct. Except for on the song Die Anywhere Else. That one's actually kind of easy. But whenever you play through the storyline of the game, you can only play with the whole gang one time. But what's even better is that you can go back into May's room in her house, and you can select the bass in the background, and it'll let you play any of the songs over and over and over again until you master them, which I think is just a great touch. But without further ado, let's move into the last section of the video. Just a bunch of other random stuff that I enjoyed about the game. Now, another thing that makes Night in the Woods so unique from other games is if you go to the right of the home menu screen and you select extras, and you scroll down and you hit concept art, it'll take you to this huge gallery full of different pictures that the team took when they were making the game. There's pictures from the office, there's pictures of areas of the game that they decided to fix or change, but it's pretty much behind the scenes of a movie, but it's a game. What else can you ask for? Now, personally, I think every single game should have like a concept art guide, because it just adds to the feel of like what you're playing was planned for years and years on end. And it just makes you appreciate the game a heck of a lot more. But that is pretty much all I need to say for today's video. But you know, I hope you guys had an amazing time watching this video. I know I sure did. And I would like to, in the future, make more videos where I ramble on about video games that I love, till you all think I've gone insane. But guys, if this whole video didn't encourage you to play Night in the Woods, if you haven't already, I don't know what will. All I can say is just go check it out. You'll have a lot of fun with it if you love storytelling games, and it is quite a complex story. But that's all about it for today's video, guys. Let me know in the comments if you played Night in the Woods before, and if you are going to play Night in the Woods. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.